Hey guys, what is good? So, I know how this probably looks. It's not as bad as it was on Sunday. Uh, I ended up getting a cut from my cousin's dog because of her nails. They were way too long, and so she ended up cutting my cuticle down here. I'm gonna go ahead and put on this poultice I'm gonna talk about today. And all you do is just take little chunks of it and you can just apply it onto the wounded area, as you guys can see right there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spread this around. I've been using this for the last 5 days. We are on day 6 now, and it's just done nothing but good for my cuticle on my big toe. So we go ahead and do that, and then we'll go ahead and take a Band-Aid and we'll go ahead and wrap up the toe. Oh, fuck. There we go. Next, you just take the Band-Aid like so, put it over the top, and then go ahead and just wrap it like you would. And boom, the big toe is wrapped, just like that. You can probably see the bottom there. All right, so the other thing I'm going to be putting the poultice on is my elbow here. This poultice is great to use for strains, muscle strains, broken bones, things like that, deep cuts, deep cuts, or just standard cuts. They help to stop the bleeding, they help the healing process. And I'll explain this poultice here in a minute, but I'm going to go ahead and cover my elbow. I've been covering most of this arm, most of this part of the arm up here, but I want to cover the actual elbow because I've been having these just weird pains since I just started working out in my joints, and I don't know why, but and believe it or not, the collagen that I've been taking has been helping, but for some reason I've been having this weird kind of like tendon pain, and I don't know why. But I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it and put this poultice on. I'm going to also wrap it in gauze and tape, and I'll try and show that for you guys too. So here is basically the makeshift of the poultice. You basically just want to kind of put it around the affected area. I decided to just put it right on the bone of where my elbow's at, and I'm going to try and spread this out onto the top and the bottom here, and then I'll just cover it with gauze. Alright, so then this is the completed tape job, gauze job. So, pays to have been in a medical practice, that's for sure. Alright guys, I hope you're having a great day. So this poultice, basically it's going to consist of 3 ingredients. The first one's going to be raw, organic honey, or local honey, whatever you can get. Just make sure that it's fresh is what I would say in my opinion. Organic is best also in my opinion, but just work with what you got. 2, wheat germ oil. It is very high in vitamin C, or vitamin E. It helps with the healing of skin cells and regenerates them very quickly, and helps nourish the skin and helps aid the skin in healing itself. And then the third thing is this powder right here. You guys can go ahead and pause the video. I can get a good visual on that. Okay, it looks like I can. Type in that name, Google it, whatever you got to do. You can find this powder on their website. It is Dr. Christopher's BF&C powder with Comfrey. Now, Comfrey root is a specific herb that helps in healing and in the regenerative process of tissue, human tissue, skin cells, the works. So it's not just human, it can work with animals too as well. Basically what it's going to do though is it's going to multiply and heal and regenerate. It helps with cellular regeneration. That's the word I was looking for, sorry. So, it will help with cellular regeneration, and you will end up getting a mixed poultice like this. You can keep in a jar, a mason jar. You want to mix, the directions on this, you want to mix equal parts of honey, wheat germ oil, and then the powder. And if you don't believe me on the comfrey root herb, go ahead and look into the school that he taught at and that he created and founded. But then another figure that you could look into is Ben Greenfield, because he has also used comfrey root poultices in the past for just muscle soreness, and that's something that I'm using for my elbow that I got. I usually don't have problems in this elbow. I usually have problems in this elbow because of my bad shoulder. So, and I could even put this on my shoulder as well and just kind of wrap it in gauze or medical tape, whatever. So yeah, that's basically it. The issue on deep cuts, I just wanted to say this too, is you want to combine this whole poultice, the 3 ingredients I mentioned, powder included, all of that, with Cayenne, preferably 35 heat units. And the Cayenne will help coagulate and cauterize wounds and stop bleeding on contact. So you don't only just want to put it in the wound, you also want to drink it back with some water, preferably lukewarm water or as hot as you can stand it, to really amp up the herb and to get the herb moving through your bloodstream, because it helps with the blood. It helps clean up plaque in the blood cells, cleans up the blood cells, helps clean out the veins and arteries. And so that will go to the cause immediately, along with this poultice on top of that. And just for the record, I'm not a medical doctor. Medical disclaimer here. Check with your physician first before using any of these products and what I just said in this video. I do not want to get sued. Other than that, guys, the reason why I'm sharing this video is this is something that you can make at home. You can keep it at home. It will last forever. And if you need to stock up on those supplies of honey and wheat germ oil and the powder, you always want to keep those things around in bulk. That way you can make up fresh batches of it and continue to use it throughout your years. So anyways, I've had this same stuff for a couple years and it still hasn't gone bad. It's always helped with cuts, strains, sprains, things like that. So just another thing that you can add on to your health list. So, all right, guys, that's it for the video. Have a great weekend.